Good morning. Heading now to Powtoon HQ for the morning, then heading back early today and to the airport to Lisbon, Portugal, to Undandy HQ, a company, well, I'll tell you the story a little bit later, but I'm super pumped to be hanging out with the Undandy team and to understand more about how this company built an empire, basically. It's going to be a really fantastic couple of days in Portugal and an awesome day at Powtoon. Here we go. Made it to Tel Aviv with 5 minutes to spare before my first meeting. Before I go to Powtoon, I have an 8 a.m. meeting with someone who might just be the most fascinating individual I think I've ever interviewed, or at least top 5. You'll meet him soon. He now works at Viola-Group, which is one of the top VC's investment bodies in Israel. He has an incredible story, and I'm pumped to catch up with him. Shout out to Noam Eisenberg, who introduced us, and after that meeting, to Powtoon for a short day so I can head to the airport. One of the perks of my, I don't know what to call it, journey into Israeli tech in this vlog is that I get to meet some remarkable people. Today I'm meeting with a guy named Fitz. Where do I start? A convert to Judaism, the American ambassador to Costa Rica from the Obama administration, and the only ambassador to continue after the Obama administration, then moved to Israel. Hold on, I skipped something. Was on Dancing with the Stars. I can't make this stuff up. And moved to Israel, has worked with some incredible investors. That in and of itself is a story I could tell for an hour, but leaving that aside for 1 second, now works at Viola, for sure one of the top investment bodies in Israel. Are you picturing this individual right now? I have to do the shtick, you'll forgive me. You're not offended, right?
I'm not offended. I don't offend easily.
Okay, are you picturing this individual? You have it in your head? You have the visuals? Okay, meet Fitz. Yes. All right. So, I mean, where does one even start? I don't even know where to start with this guy. All right. So, give me like the Fitz story real quick. Where were you born? What's your story? Talk to me.
Born in Nashville, Tennessee. Grew up outside of Chicago.
Yep.
Lived in Latin America for about a decade. Ended up converting to Judaism in my late 20s. Moved to Israel. Made Aliyah. Met my wife. Son was born. Worked in some global companies. Got a call from the White House one day to become ambassador to Costa Rica. Did that and came back to Israel to work for Viola.
Okay. So let's start with the end. Viola, right? I mean, Ronan and Daniel, and the team there is unparalleled. Unparalleled. Like, amazing people, good friends, like just amazing people, right? Some of your investments
are fantastic.
I mean, hit me some names.
So let's see.
You got Payoneer.
We have Payoneer. We have Outbrain. We have Pulls. We have App.
Company.
We have Lightrix. We have Optimax, which is Glasses USA.
You guys had some big exits in the last couple of weeks.
We had some big exits in the last 6 months. Dynamic Yield, which is bought by McDonald's.
Yeah, oh my lord.
So yeah, no, fantastic.
It's been a good year for you guys.
It has been a good year for us.
Incredible.
Smart group of investing partners. Most important thing for me is to work with people who challenge me every day, and they by far challenge me every day.
Unbelievable. Dancing with the Stars?
Yeah.
What is that about? I feel like, you know what, Joseph, put a little clip of it. You do that?
You can. You saw it.
Put a little clip of his Dancing with the Stars right there. Just watch this guy. Ambassador to Costa Rica?
Ambassador to Costa Rica.
I mean, Procter and Gamble.
Yeah.
Dude, are you? Please tell me you're writing a book.
You know what? It's funny you say that because I had the honor one day of meeting Norman Lear. Different story, long time, and he's told me.
You have to have another meeting, you know that, right?
Yeah.
No, like we literally have at least 2.5 hours on the calendar because I have so many things I need to talk to you about. It's ridiculous.
And he goes, look, I want to option your book when you write it because I'm going to make a sitcom or a movie out of your life.
But why are you not writing it? Time?
Time. More than anything, time.
You need to write it. No, honestly, you need to write it.
You know what? It's been a journey, thank God, that I've been put on, and all we can do is move forward.
And so today, okay, so you grew up, so we forgot this part. I mean, I said that you converted, but you grew up religious Catholic.
Religious Catholic, yeah.
I'm pardon my ignorance, but when someone's Catholic, are they by definition religious? There's non-religious Catholics.
No, there's non-religious Catholics.
Okay, just making sure. I know nothing about them.
100%.
I'm like a complete ignoramus when it comes to this stuff. Okay, so you were a religious Catholic, and you basically knew the New Testament like the back of your hand, and you're like, you know what? I should probably look at the source, the Old Testament.
Exactly.
And you started to study it with a rabbi.
Yep. In Mexico.
And you're like, wait a second, there's something going on here, basically.
100%.
And it was an intellectual thing.
It started completely as an intellectual pursuit. That's where it started.
And you came to Israel, and then it became an emotional thing.
It became an emotional thing. It started kind of as I was studying about after a year, and I walked to the rabbi and said, "This is touching me somewhere differently than I had expected to." And he's like, "I could have told you that, but you had to come to me. I can't say that to you."
This is, I mean, listen, dude. I will literally write your book for you. This is, I mean, you have to. This is like, it's gold. And what a story! What an incredible story. What's Obama like?
He's fantastic. I know he's not the most popular person in Israel all the time.
No, I mean, listen, he's clearly, and I'm being careful what I say here. He's clearly an incredible, in terms of rhetoric, and in terms of, I don't want to make the comparison, but like, and I'm really not going to go there. It's too early in the morning for this stuff. But Netanyahu, right? You can say you can love him, you can hate him, but the guy, his rhetoric, right? His verbal abilities are just unprecedented.
He was one of the smartest people I've ever met in my life, by far. Very considerate, but he was smart enough to solicit opinion from everyone around him. To say, I want you on my team because I want you to contribute. You're not just here.
That's a really good point. It's a really good point. By the way, just real quick, how did you meet Obama? I just want to throw out that story real quick.
Yeah, so at a fundraiser for a friend of mine.
But you didn't want to. I
didn't want to go. I didn't want to go. I was like young kids. I was actually on a business trip. I got to sleep in a hotel room by myself without babies waking up in the middle of the night. But a friend of mine's like, you have to come. It's in Chicago where I'm from. I grew up, born in Tennessee, but grew up in Chicago. And he's like, come, I need you. I'm like, I'll write you a check, leave me alone. He's like, come. Went to dinner, called him the next day and said.
Sitting at a table with 8 people. 8 of 10. Two of them were Michelle and Barack Obama.
And called him the next day and said, I think she'll make a great candidate. And he's like, she would, but it's him. Well, he'll be good too, but she'd be fantastic.
That's freaking amazing. You sound like him, by the way. Did I ever tell you sound like Obama? Do you do an impression?
No.
You don't do an impersonation? You could. Listen, dude, bottom line is like this. I mean, honestly, I've met some pretty extraordinary people in my day. Your story is just something else. Like he was telling me, usually you say in the beginning of a meeting, like, yeah, tell me your story. And you expect it to be 5 minutes, and then every step of his journey got more and more outrageous. And he's like, and Dancing with the Stars. I'm like, now you're just playing with me.
Yeah. Nope.
So, how was that experience?
It was amazing.
You didn't dance before?
I did not dance before. Last time I danced before that was at my wedding, so 20 years ago.
Holy cow.
No, it was great. It was great, and we did it for a good reason. I didn't get into the story, but as we were living in Israel, my wife was actually diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer here in Israel. Got fantastic treatment right before I got nominated, and I was like, look, we don't have to do this. She was like, we have to do this. I'm not gonna let cancer stop our lives. Started treatment in Israel, moved to Costa Rica as ambassador, continued treatment there, and she wanted to get something back, so she started a foundation. So everything I did on Dancing with the Stars went to the foundation for early detection in Costa Rica.
By the way, just saying, if I don't know if this is a politically correct statement to make or it's an appropriate statement to make, but if one were to get cancer, Israel's the place to get it.
100%.
It's all the treatments, all the treatments happening right here, especially breast cancer. I think I know 5 startups that are dealing with early detection. I think I wrote about one on the J-Post recently. We didn't talk about the J-Post, we didn't talk about that. But anyway, listen, man, bottom line is that we have 7 more minutes. I want to spend more time talking to you. So I'm going to turn this thing off because I want to give you guys a story, but I'm going to be selfish and I want to hear more about him. But listen, dude, 2 things. Number 1, if somebody wants to be in touch, what's the best? Are you active on LinkedIn?
I'm active on LinkedIn, very active on LinkedIn. Probably a little too political, but I'm very active on LinkedIn. Okay. My email at work, Fitz at Viola-Group.com.
Okay, so FITZ at Viola/Group.com, not slash. Hyphen, yeah, group.com. Yeah, what's your official role at Viola again?
So I'm group partner and head of strategic development.
Okay, so ping him if it's relevant. That's number 1. And number 2, if my whole introduction didn't prove to you that the following statement or the following, I'd say request even, is genuine, then nothing will. If there's ever anything I can do to help you win in any way, no, I'm serious. Take me up on that offer, though. I mean it, right?
I will take you up.
Anything that I can do to help you, your companies, anything, and we'll talk about that offline. But dude, I love your story, man, and I'm not even joking. I'm gonna get to the office. First thing I'm gonna do is send you an email to set up our next meeting because I have so many questions.
Sounds good.
But listen, dude, really appreciate your time.
No, I appreciate everything you're doing, honestly.
Please take me up on my offer, though.
I will. I promise.
So much, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time. Did I or did I not tell you that I was meeting one of the most extraordinary individuals ever he even surprised me. I heard he had a remarkable story. I knew nothing of Dancing with the Stars or his ambassadorship to Costa Rica. What a dude. Unfrickin' believable. Now to Powtoon. It occurred to me that, ironically, I haven't done two things in all these months that I've been working here. Two things that probably should have been the first two things that I did, since we moved into the office at least. One is do an interview on this outrageous porch. And two is interview the man who is pretty much responsible for bringing me here in the first place. Is that a fair statement?
I think it was over a lot of different hamburgers that we decided to
There
come
you go.
here.
There you go. All right, what's your name?
Yeah, Ari Fruchter.
Ari Fruchter. How long do we know each other?
Probably 12 years since I've been in Israel.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Back in the day, before you were a hot
But
shot.
I think our families kind of go back,
That's true.
go way back.
That's true. I learned with your cousin in yeshiva. The Fruchter family and the Fuld family, yeah, definitely. I think it's fair to
All
say.
the way back to Upper West Side, probably, the Jewish Center.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's true. But jokes aside, I knew you before you were a hot shot. So what do you do here at Powtoon?
I'm the chief business officer at Powtoon. I basically handle business development and partnerships.
Why is my look what's happening with my look at that?
It's shaking.
What is happening?
Earthquake.
Is there an earthquake right now?
I doubt it.
Your role here, title?
I'm the chief business officer for Powtoon.
Okay.
Been here for about 2 years.
All right.
I handle partnerships and business development.
Let me ask you a very simple question. Right now, off the top of your head, putting you on the spot, name me partnerships that you have facilitated between Powtoon and enterprises in the world over the past year.
I mean, we developed deep partnerships, with Microsoft, with AWS, with Adobe, with HubSpot, with Salesforce,
YouTube.
with IBM. YouTube, of course, is part of Google.
I mean, the list goes on. The list just goes on and on. I mean, I don't know if you saw the vlog I posted this morning, but we were at the Google Cloud thing last week,
Okay.
and I'm sitting there talking to a friend of mine, Matthew, who's a startup, I think, not an engineer, but a startup architect at Google London. And I'm like, oh, let me introduce you to Ellie, the CEO of Powtoon. The guy's eyes light up. He's like, Powtoon? I freaking love Powtoon. He's like, I've been using it forever. Like, this brand, sitting here in Tel Aviv, has become somewhat of a household name in the video landscape in the world.
Listen, we're bringing awesomeness to everyone's day.
You have to get that
people
awesomeness
love
in
that.
there. The awesomeness word. All right, so give me your story, because you have, listen, dude, you've done some really outrageous. When I say outrageous, I mean like objectively outrageous things. Let's start with the most outrageous.
I mean, the most outrageous thing in Israel was getting 1,200 people to float naked in the Dead Sea.
Like, repeat that.
1,200 people floating naked in the Dead Sea.
And you did that.
It was an environmental art project with Spencer Tunick that took place in 2011.
You ran that, Joey. We ran that thing.
Together, we raised all the money in Kickstarter. We fought in the Knesset. There were laws that tried to stop it, and it became a massive success. About 500 million people around the world heard about Israel and the mass media through this project.
Okay, so that's one thing. Give me some other thing. I mean, you know, like out of the probably thousands of introductions that I have made for others and others have made for me over the years, yours is in the top 5 list. You know what I'm about to say? Call my phone and we'll give it away. Call my phone. You have my phone number, right?
Okay,
come on, don't ruin it. Come on, call my phone. Call my phone. I want you to hear it. Here we go. Real time.
All right, let's check this out.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Is it ringing? It is ringing.
It's ringing.
Let's go.
Do we hear it?
Why does it take so long to connect phone calls? Isn't that strange? That right there.
That's Chazanot.
So that right there is disturbed version of Sounds of Silence.
Sound of Silence, Simon and Garfunkel.
And you are buddies with David Draiman, who is the lead vocalist, now I should turn my notifications back off, of Disturbed, and I love them so much I made it my ringtone. And you connected me with David, and we've been buddies since. And that is...
We haven't met yet.
We haven't met yet. I can't wait to meet him. I honestly can't.
July 2nd.
He's sending me tickets to his concert. I'm super pumped to be. Listen, irrelevant.
Just buy tickets. Buy everyone. Buy tickets for all your fans. That'd be great.
I can do that.
Let's feel the live park.
In addition to his raw talent, which is pretty much unprecedented, the guy loves Israel more than both of us combined. Is that a fair statement?
Absolutely.
The guy loves Israel, and I love that about him.
He wears his Jewishness on his sleeve.
Yeah, he's very vocal about it also.
He defends his opinions,
Awesome.
everywhere.
Big fan of the guy. I can't wait to get him on the vlog. Anyway, all right, what else? So what do you do? You're forming these partnerships. All right, give me some other stories here, because you've done some pretty wild things over the years. What other things have you been involved in over the years? Every time I meet you, you have another story. Give me some other. Throw in one more story.
I mean, I was a fashion designer for about 10 years.
That happened.
Today, it's almost impossible to see.
What's that mean?
From tech, I lost my fashion, my sense of fashion.
I hear that. Where are you from originally, by the way?
Originally from New York.
And you've been in Israel how long?
I've been here since 2007. It's my second time in Israel. I was here for 4 years before that, from 97 to 2001. I did my career change from fashion to high tech.
All right, so listen, if anyone's watching this right now and they want to get in touch with you, get some advice, they want to talk to you about a strategic partnership, they want to learn more about Powtoon, whatever, how do people get in touch with you?
Yeah, Ari at Powtoon. Ari@Powtoon.com.
ARI@Powtoon.com. Joseph put his email right there. Ping the guy. He's getting stuff done in this company. That's the bottom line.
Awesome.
And this interview, both with you and on this porch, is long overdue. Thanks,
man.
As always, appreciate your time. Got a surprise visit at Powtoon HQ, one of my favorite people who brought me something that I've been craving for a while now. We got Ido from Wisdo.com. Ido, give me your title so I don't mess it up.
COO, co-founder and COO.
Always call him CEO, but Boaz is CEO.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
This is COO. And what have you brought me today?
The Osmo.
I feel like this is very anticlimactic because it's not in the package, but the Osmo Pocket, that's what it's called, right? The Osmo Pocket, I'm gonna be using this. The reason I wanted to meet today is because I'm going to Portugal today and I wanna use that in Portugal.
Perfect.
But thank you, dude. Thank you so much, bro.
Sure.
Doing this thing
thank Eliran Chai for...
I love you, Eliran. Thank you so much. You are the man. Except for the zipper on the hoodie that you sent me is broken. We gotta fix that. Thanks, dude. Trying the DJI Osmo Pocket right now. For the first time. This thing is absurdly small. It kind of looks like it's not real. Yeah, I'm getting very funny looks here because people are like, what is that microscopic device this man is holding and talking to? If this thing sounds even remotely decent and the sound isn't horrible, I think it can replace this monstrosity. And it is literally like, I don't know if I guess you can't see, but I think this thing is a huge win from DJI. These guys keep outdoing themselves. It's incredible. You can't even imagine how small this thing is. Anyway, I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you what I see. Really can't wait to watch this video and see what it looks like and hear what it sounds like because I have a very strong feeling I'm gonna have to stop walking around with this monstrosity very soon. All right, testing out the 4K. Now, with the air conditioning on in the car, if I move, it should track me. Yep, it's doing that automatically. This is pretty epic stuff, I have to say. Pretty epic stuff. Wow. All right, well, looks like this is gonna be a big part of my daily routine from now on, I think. Let's see what happens here if I turn this thing around. Oh yeah, love this so much. All right, cab is here. Take us to the airport. This thing is going in the car because I'm using the DJI Osmo Pocket and saying goodbye to this amazing view in front of the house. New wheels. This Osmo Pocket thing is just absurd. It's literally just absurd. I'm gonna have to see how this comes out, or Joseph is going to have to see how this video looks compared to that monstrosity of a camera in there. And if it's even remotely comparable, specifically the audio, because I'm using the mic here built into the Osmo, not an external mic. This thing has an external mic on it. See this big mic thing? Right now I'm using the internal mic built in, so I don't know how that's gonna sound, but if it sounds even remotely comparable, it is game over for that thing. You know, in other news, look what I have to walk around with. This is an arm brace that I have to put on me because of this monstrosity of a camera and it kills my elbow. So, just another reason to use this thing if I can. This is so nuts. Let me see what happens when I start walking or even running. Let's see how stable that is. It's too hot to run more, but pretty awesome indeed. All right, heading to the airport. All right, made it to the airport and I put away my camera. That's how much confidence I have in this tiny little microscopic device. Just using this. We'll see how this works out, but I am without camera. It's in my bag. Should be interesting. Hillel called on the way and said to check in on the business line and that they gave us lounge access. Man, those guys are pretty awesome. That was the most epic check-in ever. Look at this line. Holy cow, we just literally walked in 12 seconds ago and we are checked in already. Hillel, I freaking love you. That was, look at this. This is scary stuff. All right, now we're heading to the lounge and my pre-flight ritual burger ranch. So my boy Heiko, my travel agent, hooked me up with this bad boy, which gives me 200 shekel, like $70 of free food in this bar we're in right now. We're gonna eat some food and head over to the lounge afterwards. All right, so there's a new lounge here, which is literally, that's the lounge and that's our gate. So it's literally right next to our gate, and I'm not sure if this card flies and they let us into this lounge or not, but I'm about to find out. Pray for me. I'm hoping they give me access because of this card, because I have another like 20-30 minutes till boarding, so it'd be nice to just hang out in the lounge. Fail. no access to this one. We gotta go to another lounge in B or C, but our gate is right here, so okay, we're gonna skip the lounge. Thank you, Hillel, for this cycle, and on the way back we'll hang out in the lounge. We're just gonna go to the gate now. I really actually am quite curious how the sound will be on these videos. A little bit nervous because if the sound isn't good, I kind of didn't record any of this, so I'm hoping it is good. But check this out. That's kind of cool. Synagogue, middle of the airport. It's kind of awesome. All right, going to the gate now. Really hoping this audio is usable. We is boarding. Flight all in all, good Wi-Fi. Shout out to El Al. Seats were okay. Some nice neighbors. Plane was a little bit old, but the Wi-Fi took care of all. Got a lot done. I'm now at inbox 0, so that's all that matters. Looking pretty, and Arnold Aranez and Arson are waiting for us in the lobby. I want to see them right now. Pretty pumped. I haven't seen Arnold in years. Last time I saw him was in Barcelona at MWC. He's an awesome dude. All right, I now am at the hotel using my camera for the first time all day. Till now, all the footage you've been watching has been with this little tiny microscopic device right here. And this dashingly handsome man next to me on my left is Natan Paris, right?
That's right.
You related to Shimon at all?
No. I know.
Okay, so let me tell you a quick story. Around what, 2 months ago?
About a month and a half ago.
A month and a half ago, I have a meeting with Deloitte Israel, and then the next day or something, I get a message from this guy saying, I saw you met with Deloitte. I don't remember what you said, but the bottom line is I connected you. You're working together in some way?
Yeah.
Okay,
we're taking the photo.
I literally we didn't know each other. I didn't know who you were, where you were. It was a business connection, dialogue, communication. It had nothing to do with personal. A couple of weeks later, I post on Facebook, I'm coming to Lisbon to visit Undandy, Rafiq over there. Rafiq, say hi.
Hey there.
CEO of Undandy. And I get a message from this guy saying, remember me? We had this discussion about Carlsberg, right? Carlsberg? And he's like, yeah, I'm the rabbi of Lisbon. The rabbi of Lisbon, is that true? Yes. And he's like, dude, I'll take care of you. Kosher food. There's no kosher food here at all. It was that dashingly handsome. Who's the man in the hair?
Steak specially ordered from Strasbourg.
Did you really?
Just for you. Yeah.
Did you really?
Oh, wow.
It was kind of last minute because we had the Shavuot, so we had to figure out how to get the steak here before Shavuot.
I honestly don't know what I would have done had I not. And we connected, total serendipity. We connected over something completely different. And basically without you, I don't know what I would have done the next couple of days. So
excited to have you here.
Super pumped to meet you. Thank you so much. And I want to know where you got your glasses from.
Yeah, I'll take you through that. Basically,
here?
No, Copenhagen. There's a guy who custom makes them.
Oh, you had me a custom made.
So I've got 2 of those frames.
Where are you from originally?
I was born in Brazil, but I left Brazil when I was quite young, and so I went to high school already in New York.
Oh wow, where?
Brooklyn.
Nice.
Borough Park, out of every place.
Very cool.
And then I learned in Israel for a bunch of years, and back in the U.S.
Unbelievable. Thank you again so much for everything.
We haven't done anything yet.
Yeah, but even your willingness to help is really highly appreciated.
Hopefully you have more to do.
And hopefully we'll get to spend some time in the next 2 days. And then when you come to Israel, we'll come back. This is a super short trip. We'll be back though.
Looking forward to it.
And on that note, see you tomorrow. So you know how like in the superhero movies, there's the credits, and all of a sudden there's like an addition. Everyone's like leaving the movie theater, and there's like so I know I ended the vlog for the day, but something just happened that I just had to show you. Arnold came to my hotel room. What we got going on here?
Hey, here we go.
This beautiful logo, which I was part of choosing and designing on Facebook.
You were. This is my second bag that I've ever made.
Let's see this thing.
Okay, and this is the Talon Leather Neo, which is currently on Kickstarter, but I'm actually redoing the Kickstarter because I found out I didn't do enough prep. But anyway, Hillel, this is for you as promised. We've been speaking about this for the last couple of weeks, and I'll let you unbox it.
Oh my gosh.
I'll take this over.
Ooh, nice box, dude.
Yeah, thank you.
This is like, wow.
Yep. Now this
Bro.
is genuine kangaroo leather.
Bro.
Okay, so that's and it's eco-friendly because they don't kill the kangaroos for the leather.
It smells amazing.
Yeah, and it's light, isn't it? It's ultra light, as you can feel.
And it's magnet closed.
Yep, there's no zips at all.
Wow, dude.
No zips at all, and
it has all the compartments I need.
All
basically.
the compartments and cable holders that you'll need. I'll take my business cards out of there.
That's nice.
Okay, so
Wow, man.
that was just a.
The stitching is really high end.
So this is the second prototype that I've made. I've made one more for Rafiq. That's actually sitting in Indonesia, ready to go. But pop it on your back. Can I see how it looks like on your back?
Yeah, dude, this is nice.
So as you can see, it's slimline. It's made to just have all the gadgets that you need on a daily basis.
Wow, dude.
So it's not for all your gadgets, but just what you need.
My laptop and my phone, everything here.
Yep. There you go.
I love it, bro.
And you can adjust the strap, and as you can see, the carry strap here is built in.
So usually I carry my laptop bag more like this.
Yep.
So I would carry it like this.
There you go.
Normal carrying.
Yep.
Dude,
There you
thank
go.
you so much, man.
And on the back as well, there's a luggage strap. Pop
Ooh,
it in,
and the luggage. Oh,
and
I
a
love it.
passport holder or whatever you need there. So
that is amazing.
the
There are no zippers.
Talon
I'm noticing. There are no zippers.
No zippers at all.
Dude, this is.
And okay, one last thing here. On each side, you can pull out your USB cable to charge your phone.
Oh, it comes like.
Just pull it out like that on both sides. So
I
there you go.
love it, bro.
Thanks so much, mate.
Thank you so much. And on that note, see you tomorrow. Go for
Bye.
it.